I am Gregory, and this is Pensane. Yes, time for another live stream. Yeah, I thought I would give it another shot, and the first one went well, so here we are again. Maybe this time I'll hang out a little bit longer, and hopefully someone can join me. But in the meantime, we will discuss the pen of the day again, in case you watched the previous live stream. So this is the Nahvalur Original Plus with a broad nib loaded with Monteverde Burgundy, the LA Pen Show edition. I love the look of this pen. It's very, it's very Twisby, shall we say? But this is a vac filler instead of a piston filler. Beautiful, beautiful. I love the white on here, and isn't it? It's not just like a solid white. I swear there's like a milkiness to it that gives it a little bit of depth. It doesn't just look like solid white plastic. Yeah. So, and I apologize for the focusing issues. I'll have to work on that in the future, but for now, this is what we get. Yeah. So I do love this pen. I have the black version as well, and that one, the nib is perfect, and that pen I give a 10. This I give a 9. The nib has just a little more feedback than I like, and I don't really like feedback. So, but it still gets a 9. I love it. I'm still not sold on the whole vac filler. I haven't even used this very much, and really, there's not much ink in. Well, there's a lot more room in there for ink. Let's put it that way. Uh, what ink is in there is, it's still a lot of ink. I'm not gonna have to re-ink this anytime soon. But yeah, yeah. So I just wanted to go over this. I did my because it is the pen of the day. I did my daily writings with it. So we'll go over that a little bit. I suppose you want to see the nib, right? If I can get this darn thing to stay in focus, my goodness. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn off that autofocus, but in the future. Yeah, there you go. Very cool. So I start the day by in my Hobonichi Techo, and so here we are. Here we are on Friday, July 7. There you go. So I start out with the time, the current weather, the expected high, the expected low, and the current condition, which is at that time was cloudy. The sun has since come out. Then I do a little swatch there. I write the name of the pen. Oh, this focus is horrible. I do apologize. Yes, all right. The name of the pen there, the name of the ink. I do a daily quote. When you come to a roadblock, take a detour by Mary Kay Ash. No idea who that is. Then I have a word of the day, mitigate, which is a verb, to cause to become less harsh or hostile. And then a Spanish word of the day, and enferme, enfermera, enfermera. Oh boy, yeah. I'm in my very early stages of learning Spanish, so I do apologize for slaughtering that, uh, but that means nurse. and it's a noun and feminine. So, yeah, there you go. So that's kind of the initial daily writing I do. Occasionally down here, I will I will put um, maybe the special meal we had, and then over here I mark the hours that I work. I'm off today, so I didn't have to mark anything. Yeah, but that's that. And again, I do apologize for the focus. Oh my goodness, it's horrible. Oh yeah, I will fix that in the future. All right. So then after that, then I move into this, the uh, Hobonichi Weeks. And this originally started as my planner, but then I got uh, a Kindle Scribe. So I'm sort of using that as my planner now. um, yeah, I I've always been bad at planning, so I don't even know why I try really. But I am putting this to good use. So over here I record the pen and the ink, and unlike the Techo, in this I do record the nib size. So we have broad there, and then I do a little swatch and a swipe, and then I do a rating with just some quick notes. So I give the pen a 9. Uh, the nib is just shy of perfect, and I mentioned in the live stream that the line looks virtually identical to the medium that you see above it. So either the broad is leaning towards medium, or the medium is leaning towards broad, or as I said in the previous live stream, maybe they meet in the middle somewhere. Nevertheless, it's a good writer. The ink is pretty good. Um, on the screen, it's looking very brown. It is burgundy, the Monteverde Burgundy LA Pencho edition. It is burgundy. Um, it has, I don't want to call it muddy. I, I'm just gonna say it has a gray tendency, for lack of a better description. And so I gave it an 8. It's very good, but it doesn't wow me. Yeah, I'm not sure what I don't like about it exactly, but yeah. So that's kind of that. And there you can see some of the other pens and inks I've been using so far since the third anyway. I have my little clip there from AliExpress. It's a pretty cool one. I bought several different kinds. I wasn't sure which I was gonna like the best, but this is the one that I keep coming back to. So again, that was on AliExpress. So just quickly, the third we had the Faber-Castell Loom with a broad nib, and I don't know why. I don't know why I keep putting very light inks in there. One of these days, I'm gonna put a very dark ink in there. But I realize I am constantly putting very, very light inks in there. Uh, Speaking of which, the Diamine Cult Pens exclusive, Gray Skies No More. It's it's really just too light. As I put there, I give it a 6. It's just too light to be practical. Um, and the grip section on the pen itself brings it down. So I gave that an 8 because the section is a little slippery. Then we have the Leonardo Supernova, which, yeah, that has a broad nib, and as you see, I gave that a 10. I'm definitely gonna be showing that on my channel. I didn't necessarily intend to reveal that I had this pen, um, but there you go. It's there. So I give it a 10. It has very light feedback, like an acceptable level, um, that I didn't feel was worth knocking off any points for it. Because I do tend not to like feedback, but again, it's so light and it's so even that writing in every direction basically feels the same. So, and the pen itself is beautiful. You can't see it here, but I promise I will show it in the future. And yeah, so then the ink I used is Diplomat Black. Ah, yeah. And of course, for those that don't know, Diplomat inks are actually made by Octopus Fluids. So, yeah. And it actually mentions that on the bottle. So, that I had to give an 8. It's just, it's like a very dark gray. Um, I almost don't consider this ink black. Yeah. So, that was a little disappointing. Then on the 5th, we had the Mahjong C1 with a medium nib. Um, I was going to say no complaints about the nib, but I was having all kinds of skipping. So I ended up giving the pen a 4, even though I like the look of it, but if it can't if it can't write consistently, then what good is it? Yeah. Um, then the ink is very nice. One I learned about from an ink guy, Adam. Uh, Thank you so much, Adam, for showing this ink. So, Dominant Industry Romania Red. This is a nice deep red, and it has some shading, and it definitely has those dark tendencies. Some of the darker shading is almost leaning into black, which I think is pretty awesome. So you can kind of see it there, on the M, and on definitely on the M there. Unfortunately, you can't see it there. Let me see if I can bring this in closer. Are we? There we are. Yeah, you can't really tell, I don't think, but take my word for it. There's some excellent shading there. All right, and then on the 6th we had the Nahvalur Original Plus with a medium nib, and that one I thought was perfect. Again, I love the look of these pens, and that one, the nib was super smooth, so that definitely got a 10. And the Monteverde 2018 DC Super Show Blue is very nice. That's a very nice blue. Oftentimes I don't like shading in my blues, but that one is pretty nice. It's not tons of shading, and the overall color is a darkish but well saturated blue. So I just think that's beautiful. Definitely beautiful. Yeah. Anyway, I just thought I would share this real quick. Do another quick live stream, and yeah. So Nahvalur is, for me, it's like the new Twisby. Um, I like that they keep coming out with new models and new colors. There's lots of different color options. and nib sizes as well. And yeah, I've definitely become addicted to Nahvalur. Now, they do say you're supposed to still pronounce it narwhal, but it's very difficult for me to look at the word Nahvalur and pronounce it narwhal. So I wonder if they're just saying that or if that's, actually the case. I don't know. But anyway, but yes, I am very, very, very impressed with their pens, and they're definitely giving Twisby a run for their money. So in a future video or live stream, I don't know, um, I will show the latest Twisby Eco I got. I did pick up the Heat. So yeah. Oh, and someone's at the door, so I guess it's the end of the live stream. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.